Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Thanks for clicking this video. So today I'm going to recap 2010 sci-fi romance film titled Home. Spoilers ahead. The story begins with you subscribing my channel. Reminder guys, reminder, you got it? So again, the story began with a woman. This is Rebecca. Rebecca is pregnant. She's sitting near the beach and talking to her unborn child that the father has departed for good and now they will start a new life together. This is the opening and now we're gonna see main storyline, so get ready for past roller coaster ride. We are taken to the past where young Rebecca, she's so cute, changing her clothes near the beach. After swimming on the beach, this movie is surrounded with beach. Beach is playing a big role in this movie because whole movie is surrounded with beach. Tommy, a young boy, walks towards her but completely ignores her. Doesn't say anything and left. Ouch! Rebecca lives with her grandpa where, surprise surprise, near the beach. One day when it's raining and Rebecca goes for swimming again, I think she loves swimming and beaches and ocean. This time Tommy approaches her and introduces himself and he'll be like, "Hey, my name is Tommy. I'm the one who ignores you first, but I'm here now. Let's become friends?" Then he runs on the beach along with his friends. Tommy and Rebecca became friends, BFF forever kind of. They spend most of their time together. They get very close and hang out all day. And where are their parents? They don't have any objection with it. I mean, they are just kids and they are behaving like adults. Don't they have any studies to do? One day, Rebecca tells Tommy that she is going to Japan. Tommy calls Rebecca and said, "Hey Rebecca, I know you are going to Tokyo, so I have a surprise for you. I will miss you, baby. I will come tomorrow to meet you." And they decide to meet at ferry. But next day, Tommy doesn't show up at time. Maybe he's busy in changing his diapers. What? Rebecca lives disappointed and heartbroken. 12 years has passed and Rebecca returned as a young girl. And she's beautiful though. She came back to find Tommy, her childhood love. She goes to meet Tommy at his house. Then Tommy's mother tells Rebecca that Tommy lives near the harbor. Then Rebecca immediately walks to the harbor. When she enters the house, she sees a half-naked woman there laying on the bed. And Rebecca be like, "You little what are you doing here on my love's bed?" Tommy arrives there and immediately recognizes Rebecca. They catch up with each other and talk about what they did all these years. The woman, who doesn't understand what the heck is going on, leaves from there. Rebecca also feels uncomfortable. Yeah, she meets Tommy after such a long time and she leaves as well. Later, they go to the beach. Again, beach. Told you, beach is in a big role. When Rebecca asks Tommy, "Hey Tommy, tell me that woman who's laying on the bed, is she your girlfriend?" Tommy replies, "Look Rebecca, technically she's not my girlfriend. I just met her yesterday only. We are just last night." Then what he does, he literally goes naked in front of Rebecca and runs to the sea. Yeah, it's real for sure. While having dinner, Rebecca asked Tommy what he wanted to give her before she left for Japan. Is it a diamond ring? Oh my god. Look Rebecca, I am just a kid at that time. It's not possible for a kid to give a diamond ring to his kid girlfriend. Tommy hands her a matchbox with a snail inside. This is a gift. Then he says that he took care of it almost 2 years until it died. Rebecca is happy to learn that Tommy still cares deeply for her. Then they each other and start a new relationship together. Rebecca learns that Tommy is a political activist who is fighting against biotech corporation who plans to open a new natural park populated by animals artificially created by cloning. Tommy plans to spoil the inauguration ceremony by letting loose rucksacks filled with cockroaches. Rebecca, who herself is a computer programmer of leak detection sonar software for underground storage container, insists on accompanying Tommy. I just think they don't have any work instead of but thank God they have their life goals. While driving to the site of the new natural park, to a lonely wilderness, Rebecca asks Tommy, it's emergency. I need to relieve myself. Can you stop the car at the side of the road? And Rebecca gets out of the car. Meanwhile, Tommy too gets out of the car. Why? Maybe he also want to relieve. But he is hit by a passing vehicle and dies instantly on the spot. Poor Rebecca, who is traumatized by this, gets inside the car, unable to believe that what just happened. She came from Japan to meet Tommy after 12 years, but her love story ended before it even started. Rebecca and Tommy's parents are stricken with grief. After having a funeral for Tommy, Rebecca invites Tommy's parents to her house and tells them that Tommy can be brought back to life by cloning him. She offers to be impregnant using Tommy's DNA. I think she's gone mad after her boyfriend's death, but Tommy's mother, the only sensible person, objects, saying that she accepts the law of nature and will never agree to this. But Tommy's father agreed to give Rebecca Tommy's cell material. He tells her she can live near the sea as Tommy loved it, but they will be leaving soon, hoping to move on. He urges Rebecca to think to her decision carefully before proceeding. Rebecca, however, is determined and continues with her plan. She conceives Tommy's clone in her womb. While pregnant, she visits the original Tommy's grave with his clone and cannot wait for him to be with her again. She gives birth to Tommy by undergoing a C-section. So now we're gonna say this Tommy as Tommy. Rebecca raises Tommy as her son and takes care of him. The two form a close relationship and mostly stay by themselves because they are mother and son. One day while walking back home, Rebecca and Tommy meet a neighborhood girl who is also cloned like Tommy. Rebecca invites her for dinner but girl refuses. Tommy and his friends observe the girl and try to determine if she has a copy smell since she is a clone. The neighborhood mothers display prejudice against the clone and ask Rebecca to not let Tommy associate with the clones. They believe that cloning your family members or loved ones is incest and should be forbidden. Rebecca is horrified by this and agrees to their demands so that Tommy too is not isolated from others. But eventually rumors about Tommy being a clone spread and Tommy is forced to celebrate his birthday alone with his mother as all his friends are being barred from attending the party by their mothers. Tommy doesn't understand why his friends are not coming as he doesn't know that he's a clone. To protect Tommy from others, Rebecca moves to a more remote location and of course it's also located near the beach. Like the original Tommy, Kid Tommy also likes the sea and spends most of his time there. He is completely alone now with no friend to play with. Tommy begins to ask questions about his father, wanting to know how his father died. Rebecca tells him that his father died in an accident and doesn't reveal his true identity. The more time they are spending together, the closer they are getting. Tommy has made a new friend and hangs out with him. While playing with his friend, Tommy buries the Pleo, which his mother gave him for his birthday. Rebecca finds out about it and gives him back the Pleo, which is now no longer working. Time passes by and Tommy has grown as old as his original one when he was died. He also manifests sudden personality trait and interest of the original Tommy, like his interest in biology, sea, beach. Tommy brought Monica, his girlfriend, over the house. Time repeats itself and of course Rebecca is not happy with it and feels jealous, obviously. Tommy tells Rebecca that Monica will be living with them for some time. Monica and Tommy spend most of the time together and doing And one day, when Tommy is sleeping alone, naked, Rebecca slides into his bed. Tommy thinks it's Monica and starts touching her inappropriately. But as soon as he realizes it is his mother, he gets up guilty. Monica arrives shortly and gets intimate in front of Rebecca. Rebecca, who is not sleeping, pretends to be sleeping, watches them from below the sheet. While playing outside, Tommy gets inside Rebecca's t-shirt, turning the situation awkward. Monica feels uncomfortable and gets inside the house. Both Tommy and Rebecca are confused, but neither of them speaks a word. At night, Tommy and Monica are getting intimate in their room, and Rebecca is listening to their Monica tries to talk with Rebecca, but Rebecca isn't interested. Hey bitch, stay away from my son. Because she feels Monica is stealing Tommy from her. No Rebecca, it's actually you who is stealing Tommy from her. The next day, the original Tommy's mother arrives unexpectedly and is shocked and stunned after looking at Tommy. She stares at Tommy silently but doesn't say anything and leaves. Tommy, who never met in his life, feels that he knows the stranger. Later that night, Tommy confronts his mother and asks about the stranger, but Rebecca ignores his question. Tommy is frustrated with Rebecca's lack of explanation and acts aggressively. Tommy tells Rebecca that he somehow knows the stranger and will find out who she was. Feeling ignored and cornered by Tommy, Monica leaves. Good decision, you go girl. Tommy cannot take it anymore and demands answer from Rebecca. After lot of hesitation, Rebecca finally decides to tell him the truth and tells him about the original Tommy and that he is a clone. Tommy gets hyper, thinking that his whole life is a piece of shit and a joke of a woman who doesn't get her boyfriend's love. Rebecca gives him the original Tommy's old laptop, which has picture of himself and his real mother and father. Tommy is completely shocked by this revelation and it's very confused about the situation. Out of confusion and sexual tension, Tommy gets intimate with Rebecca and Rebecca is finally happy as she got what she wanted. But her happiness is short-lived, as next day Tommy packs his things and prepares to leave. He thanks Rebecca for the life. He said, "Thanks Rebecca for giving me this dummy life." He calls her by her name, not his mom, and leaves the pregnant Rebecca from the film's first scene, who is carrying the clone's Tommy's child. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you're here and hearing me, that's a lot for me. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to get new movie recaps whenever I upload.